For the last 10 months, police officers, staff and volunteers across the UK have been out policing their communities. They've been doing their normal role of keeping people safe and fighting crime, but they've also been playing their part in defeating coronavirus by ensuring compliance with the various restrictions that we've all been living with. From the outset, we did this in the way that we always police, working with the public and using common sense and discretion. In most of our daily encounters, it's been enough to engage with people, to explain the rules and to encourage compliance. The majority of the public have worked with us, and I thank them for that. But a stubborn number of people have refused to abide by the regulations, and we have had to use enforcement powers. Up to this point, as the Home Secretary has said, across the whole of the United Kingdom, we've issued almost 45,000 fixed penalty notices, and for that, I make no apology. It's very clear that we're now at the most dangerous stage of the pandemic. There is a real and present risk that our health service could be overwhelmed and people, our friends and family, could die needlessly from this virus. So we must all play our part in stopping that from happening. 10 months on, the rules are clear, and I urge everyone to abide by them. With a virus spreading so rapidly through contact with others, we should all be asking ourselves whether our reason to leave home is truly essential. Those personal decisions are critical. Since October, we've been guiding our officers to move more quickly to issuing a fine where people are clearly breaching regulations and they're not listening to us. And in most cases, the person will comply after one request. But there are still too many who are choosing not to, and in doing so, they're endangering us all. And so it's important for me to be really clear. At this critical time, we will have more officers out on dedicated patrols to take action against the small few who are letting us all down. And let's remember, each of those officers is putting themselves at risk in order to keep people safe and to slow the spread of this disease. And that's why it's so disappointing to see some of the irresponsible behaviour that we are having to deal with. And let me give just a few recent examples. A boat party in Hertfordshire with more than 40 people who'd paid £30 each for a ticket. A minibus full of people from different households travelling from Cheltenham into Wales to go for a walk. And in Surrey, we issued a £10,000 fine to the organiser of a party who was trying to claim that it was a business event. And we're also preventing dangerous breaches. In Bristol at the weekend, we arrested a 19-year-old man after finding an advert for an illegal rave on social media. Avon and Somerset Police prevented that event from starting, issued fines to 38 other people who showed up, and turned away many more. We will not waste time trying to reason with people like this who have no regard for the safety of others. Organising parties or large gatherings is dangerous, selfish, and totally irresponsible in light of the current threat that we face. Organisers will be fined, but so too will the people who choose to attend. Not wearing a face covering on a bus or a train is dangerous. It risks the lives of other travellers, including those critical workers who must continue to use public transport to do their important work. So on those systems, unless you're exempt, you can expect a fine. The police service across the UK is doing all it can to support the many, many people who are making daily sacrifices to protect the health of their family, friends and communities. And as more people act sensibly and stay at home, we will still be visible on your streets and continuing the work that we've been doing throughout the pandemic to keep you safe. Our successful staged enforcement approach remains, but we will not linger on encouragement for those who are choosing to break the rules. The rules are clear and we need to abide by them if we are going to protect the NHS and save people's lives.